Okay, so it's yet another day where the first time that I'm talking to a camera all day is almost 9 p.m. Also, side note, if you're hearing like a little like notification noise, Alan, the director of the show, he takes a bunch of pictures every day in rehearsal and then he sends them to this like big Facebook Messenger group we have. All of those photos are coming into the chat right now, so my phone is just like low-key exploding. But anyway, today was our last day of German class and roles class. We normally have those classes on Mondays and Thursdays. We don't have class rehearsal anything on Thursday because it's the 4th of July, and this is actually the last week before we go into tech and the performance itself. And I actually didn't even realize that it was the last day that we were gonna have those classes until we got there this morning. And they were like, oh yeah, it's the last day you have German, it's the last day you have roles class. And I was just kind of like, what? Like, don't we have them on Thursday? And I feel like I've been so wrapped up in like practicing and just like doing this program that I literally did not realize that Thursday is the 4th of July. But yes, we had those classes in the morning, we had regular rehearsal in the afternoon, we did another full run of the show. And again, like last week when we started doing full runs of the show, I think we did the first full run on Friday. I might be wrong about that. But anyway, it wasn't a full run without stopping, but I feel like, at least from my perspective, like things are running a little smoother. And I think part of that is because when we were initially blocking out the show, we did take the time, like after we finished Act 1, we ran all of Act 1. After we finished Act 2, we ran all of Act 2. So we had run all of the acts like from start to finish in their entirety before we even did full runs of the show. So like we've had it in our systems, like doing everything back to back to back. So that's good, and that's what we're doing in rehearsal tomorrow. We're just doing another full run of the show. Tomorrow morning, I'm not sure what we're doing. I feel like they said we might be having a music rehearsal tomorrow morning. By the way, Tuesday and Wednesday mornings are normally just coaching, so if you don't have a coaching, you don't have to be there until afternoon rehearsals at 2. But yeah, I feel like they said that there was going to be a music rehearsal tomorrow morning. I'm not sure. But like, I'm sure that's going to be in the end of day report, so I'll just check the schedule when it gets sent out. By the way, I was just like hanging out with my mom in the backyard, and like our backyard is entirely concrete, but there's still mosquitoes like everywhere, and I got like 4 mosquito bites on my legs from being outside for like 15 minutes. But yeah, I have to finish editing the vlog that's supposed to come out tonight, and like, let's just see if that actually happens. I will talk to you tomorrow. So I just got out of rehearsal and I'm walking over to the train right now. We did a full run of the Highlights concert in costume. I did not think we were doing it dressed today, but like they told us we had to bring our costumes today. I actually brought my gown yesterday by mistake. I just misread the email and I thought they wanted us to bring it yesterday instead of today. But when I brought it yesterday, like the stage managers were like, we can just lock it in this room, like, and it'll be fine. So I did that and I didn't have to carry it in today. But my gown's right here. I'm pretty sure like I could have left it there and I just didn't check and I just grabbed it like out of instinct. So now I'm commuting with a giant garment bag. And other than like Highlights concert stuff, we also just fixed some spots in Act 3 and Act 2. We got really a lot done and we got released 15 minutes early, so that was good. I had a nice chill morning this morning because my call time wasn't until 2. And I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this before, but this is our last week before we go into tech, which means that sometime this week I have to film an episode of Tales of Hell Week. I have missed so many episodes at this point. It's not good. So like what I really should do is film like 2 or 3 episodes, but I don't know if I have the mental fortitude to do that. I don't know what it is, but it's just really hard for me to film more than 1 video in a row. I think the max I've ever done is 3 in the same day, and that was just way too much. And also tonight I am going to shop for hiking boots with my mama, because after I'm finished with Deflator Mouse, we are going to Iceland. And honestly, like I have done really nothing but work since January, so I am so excited to just go on vacation and have a good time. Okay, so can we take a quick second to talk about the fact that I successfully did my mascara on the train this morning? Honestly though, like doing your makeup on the subway is much easier than doing it on the bus because it's a lot less shaky. But anyway, today we have a pretty packed day. I have a coaching with the director at 11:30. I'm pretty sure it's on Dialogue. I have rehearsal 2 to 6, and then I have a handle workshop that I am singing in tonight from 6:30 to 9:30. So I have a lot of stuff to do today. I'm gonna have a lot of running around today. But luckily I got into Manhattan early, so the first thing I'm gonna do is grab a cup of coffee. Okay, Okay, quick midday check-in. I just ran and made some copies of the piece that I am singing for the Handle workshop. My coaching this morning was good. It was on the dialogue. And I found out that I'm doing two things that I like totally didn't notice, but they're those things that like you wouldn't notice as yourself, like a third party would notice it and have to point it out to you, if that makes any sense. So first of all, I am doing something that I have a tendency to do in English when I'm just talking, which is that I am saying my dialogue lines a little too fast, which is kind of weird because the dialogue is the hardest part of the show. It's in German, and it was just such a fight to learn all of that. So I guess good that I'm comfortable enough with the language that I can say it kind of fast. And also apparently I'm doing these things with like ah and o vowels where I'm saying them way too dark, which is interesting because I have a tendency to sometimes do that when I'm singing, but apparently I'm saying them way too dark in German, and so it comes off like way too cosmopolitan. Didn't even realize this, and actually when I tried to fix it and tried to make them brighter, it was weird. Like it took like a lot of conscious effort. And actually at one point, Alan, the director, he was just like, where are you from? Where were you born? And I said Queens. And he said, okay, then say it like that. Say it like you would actually say it in like normal English. And so I was like, okay, and then I continued to say it way too dark. Right now I'm heading back to the building. I have to get in a little bit of practice time, a little bit of warm-up time before we go to rehearsal for the afternoon, and I'll check in later. Y'all, I love this program, but I hate these tiny space pod practice rooms. We're going home, finally. It's like 11, and we decided to go out instead of going home. Hi, Linda. What? Hi, Linda. Hi, Linda. I have a coaching right now, and I have absolutely zero idea where my coach is. Good morning, afternoon, whatever the hell it is right now. So far today I had stage combat, I had a coaching literally immediately right after that. I just ran to the like little lounge area that they have in one of the other buildings that you can walk through the skyway that cuts over Lexington Avenue. And I've been on break since noon, and I've just been like, I don't know why I feel so tired. I have rehearsal at 2, which is in like a half hour, but we're doing it in costume in our gowns and shoes. So I want to get back there at least 10 minutes early so I can get changed into all of that. But I really need a coffee because I don't know why I'm feeling so tired, but I am, and I need to not fall asleep in rehearsal. I also want to point out that I've been carrying this garment bag all day. It has my gown and my shoes in it. I actually took 2 pairs of shoes because I'm not sure which pair of shoes I'm going to want to actually wear in the show. Earlier in this vlog, I mentioned that I was going to get a cup of coffee before going back to rehearsal. I have gone to that coffee shop multiple times, and I don't know what the hell was up with the coffee today, but I literally couldn't even like force myself to finish it. It was like a $3.50 small coffee. I couldn't even force myself to finish it for economic reasons. Like, I don't know what kind of satanic coffee beans were in that batch, but like I've never had a bad cup of coffee from there, and today I just got a really bad cup of coffee. Like, I think I threw like half of it out because I could not force myself to sip it down.